Now, Anchor Point Pro, I'm sure you've all seen this before. There are tons of tools out there, but this is a pro designation, not because I created it, but it's super powerful and it does text-based lines, which I don't think anyone else has done just yet. So it's a couple of options here or down here. Desired outcome when you change your anchor point location, yeah, relative to the layer. As we know, the anchor point value is the position of the anchor point relative to the layer's point of origin. Now, different layer types have different points of origin, yeah, relative to where its center point is. Some layers, its point of origin is in the middle of the layer. Okay, that would be a shape layer, but most other layers, their point of origin is at the top left. All right, and then your position value is the position of the anchor point relative to the composition's point of origin, which is the top left here. Okay, so quick introduction. Now, our anchor points are centered, all layers are selected, so you can simply double click to change your anchor point location relative to the layer. As you can see, the layer doesn't move, is the anchor point that gets repositioned because I've got my desired outcome set to maintain position. Alright, I can also maintain path data, which in this instance it's not animated. It means the anchor point will not move, right? But the layer will move. Yeah, see that? It's the layer that moves, not the anchor point. And it accepts, you see they're parented, couple layers are parented, they're not all at 100%. And if I wanted to rotate, let's say if I rotated this guy, alright, it would still work. Okay, so maintain path data or maintain position. Pretty straightforward, yeah? So next we'll look at what happens if we have, oh, yeah, let's come here, which is our animated guy. Is it this guy? No, no. Oh boy. All right. um, what do I do? Let's look at one. Right, this guy has an it's called an animated path. All right, so back to Anchor Point Pro. Anchor point is at the top right. So the display here, the grid, doesn't show you where your anchor point is. Yeah, it's for you to tell the script where you want to place your anchor point. Where the anchor point is obviously you can see it there. So you can see the path shifts, yeah, for the layer because I've selected maintain position. Alright, so it's a path that moves. See that? And you've got this option here. And this works with 3D layers also. Okay, not every script works with 3D layers. If there are enough sales and enough demand, well, I'm sure there will be enough demand if there's enough sales. And the next update, not next update, but future update, plural updates, will add more 3D support to more of the scripts. So that's that. Next, we'll look at text layers within Anchor Point Pro. Oh, sorry. You can also apply an expression to lock in your anchor point. It's good if you're doing responsive kind of stuff. and you want to lock in your anchor point so that it sticks in place. And you will click this or select this option, and then you can set your source track at time options here. Okay, because applying the expression for anchor point will also apply the source track at time method expression method. Okay, so quickly now I've got two layers here. This is a box text or paragraph text that's on the left, and also the first layer that we see here. And then second, it's a point text. Now, earlier you saw those two markers there. So I'll just come here quickly and show you. You can set markers to identify that. You can set markers that identify the type of text layer. Is it a text? Is it a box text? Is it a point text? Right? Active column would be your active column. Selected columns will be columns that you select in your project panel. Okay, the script will go look into those compositions and do its thing or apply it for all compositions. So I'm going to apply it here. You can set paragraph text, the marker. So depending on the type of text layer, you will get different colored markers. I'm just going to click once here, and you see it's applied it there. Okay, so again, paragraph text, you can see the, or box text, you can see the box. Okay, next we're gonna come back to Anchor Point Pro. So you can set paragraphs also, yeah. Now to work with text, you would click once here, and that enables the paragraph alignment option. So I'm going to select the guys here. Reason why I have both of them is just to show you that it works with both paragraph and point text. There is my anchor point or baseline also, yeah, for my point text, sorry, my paragraph text, and for my point text, for some reason it's there. Just leave it there. So the top row in this grid represents the first line. The last row represents the last line. The middle row can represent any line in between. If I click on any of these three grids, you will see this numeric box become available, and I can set it to any of the two middle lines in this case. So if I double click here, you can see it sets the anchor point up for the third line baseline. Right? If I set this to 2 and I click on the left edge, it'll be on the left edge and center edge. Okay. Now there are two options for your baseline. You can calculate it on the line edge or the character edge. Right now it's on line edge, so I'm just going to show you this one. So it's going to be on the last line and at the line edge. If I click here and double click, it will be at the character edge. Alright, simple stuff here, but it's incredibly powerful, and you can create nulls. So each line will have 6 nulls. Alright, left, right, center, and then for line edge and for character edges. Okay, so if I click here, you're going to get 48 nulls. Congratulations. Okay, and they're all parented, so you can link your effect properties. Yeah, you can parent them to this property here, or expression link them. Alright, and it will work because anywhere your text goes, these guys will go. But take note that there is no expression for calculating baselines. Alright, so everything is done within the script. So it's not dynamic. You can't change your text and expect the nulls to reposition themselves intelligently, because it can't be done. But what you can do, or what you will have to do, is to reapply the nulls again if you change the text. Okay, next we'll look at paragraph alignment. It's centered, aligned, or justified now. So let's click here, set paragraph alignment to left align. There you go. So as you notice, nothing changes and there are no expressions applied. Everything is done within the script and it doesn't move. So it's really useful if you've already aligned your text, your layout, and you just need to realign or change the justification or paragraph alignment. So this is a handy tool. Alright, and you can include masks, or if you don't want, then you disable this option.